very good evening to everybody watching. Thank you for joining us tonight on the evening review. My name is Toivo Njebela. Tonight on the platform, we are joined by Christine Hoebes. She is the High Commissioner-designate of Namibia to Malaysia. She was appointed recently by President Netumani Ndaitwah, and she's about to leave the country, and we thought we could catch up with her just to see. Thank you very much, High Commissioner. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Toivo, and thank you for congratulating me.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yes.
You've been in government for a long time now, and you've always, for some reason, really been confined to State House, starting with President Pohamba,
Yes.
President Kaingob, President Bumba, and now President Nandi Ndaitwah.
Yes.
You served, of course, in different capacities during that period. How do you think those experiences have readied you for this next step that you're taking now?
Yeah, thank you very much, Toivo. I should say, serving in all these capacities and for the longest time at State House is such an honor and a privilege, first of all, that successive presidents entrusted me to serve them. You know, I do not know whether we will get such a personality in the near future, but I do not want to boast in this honor that I was given by the Namibian people by electing a president who every time he comes in or she comes in says, no, I want to work with Christine. So it's an honor and it's a great privilege to serve the people of Namibia in that way. So serving at that level exposes you to so many different things. It exposes you to the politics in the country. It exposes you to party politics. It exposes you to the aspirations of Namibians. It exposes you to the needs and the wants of Namibians. It also exposes you to the opportunities that such an office can create for the people of Namibia, especially. And the commitment in serving the president who serves the Namibian people, the loyalty in serving the president that serves the Namibian people, because the president is elected by universal suffrage. So serving in these different portfolios over such a long period of time prepares you. You know, the presidency is an extension of foreign affairs, basically. So when president leaves the country, visiting another country, you are there. You are there from the planning stage. You are there from up to the implementation. You see the president getting off the plane in a foreign country, being received by foreign dignitaries, sitting around the table with a counterpart. So all this is part of diplomacy. And I have been exposed through all the roles that I have had at State House and serving presidents. So going into the new role of as a High Commissioner-designate to Malaysia is building on what I have gathered through my time at State House. It is number one, advancing the national interest of Namibia. Number two, what are our priorities as a country? The 7 priorities are spelled out. So within these priorities, what are the ones that we are going to pick up and implement there in Malaysia or any other mission for that matter? So these are the skills of negotiating, the skills of, say for example, you understand the policies of the government that you are serving. You understand the vision of the leader that is leading at that same time, at that particular time. These are the skills that you pick up, that I have picked up, that will be of good use at the new mission where I'm going to serve.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I know that you're trying to be humble about your achievements, but transcending 4 presidents is not a small thing.
No, absolutely not.
What has been the secret to that longevity?
Man, I would say it's commitment to service. Yeah. First of all, commitment to service and commitment to see Namibians getting out on the other side as better people, in terms of socio-economic imperatives. That is number one. Number two is loyalty. No. Those are, presidents are looking at these things. Is she committed? Is she loyal? Sometimes not only to the individual, but to the aspirations of the country. Is she loyal? And service delivery. Those are the aspects that presidents are looking out for, and those are possibly the aspects that sets one apart. And in this case, that sets me apart. Commitment, loyalty, service delivery.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The president, when she delivered your appointment, and we were all watching, she was particular that you must go beyond the traditional diplomacy.
Yes.
Because she's really looking for economic opportunities for the country through you. What do you have in mind as far as that assignment is concerned?
Economic diplomacy. President is very bold when she says value addition, industrialization, manufacturing, and job creation. So when I go there, my first priority that I have been given by the president is to establish what is called the Namibia-Malaysia Working Group on Economic Cooperation. Okay. Yes. So this will form as a platform where you bring businesses together, where you bring investors together, and you expose them to the opportunities that Namibia has to offer. And you expose Namibian businesses and investors to what Malaysia has to offer. So that will be my first assignment, to establish this body. The second one is to see the operationalization of the diplomatic and political consultations between Namibia and Malaysia. The establishment of the working group will also give effect to the establishment later on of a bilateral trade agreement between Namibia and Malaysia, because currently we do not have such a trade agreement. What we are using is we operate on the World Trade Organization's platform, and that is how the two countries are trading among one another. So the second thing that I will see to it during my first, we do not want to say 100 years, but during my first 3 months in office, is also to strengthen relations, really strengthen relations between Namibia and Malaysia, trade relations between the two countries, because you see, trade has been a little bit slower between the two countries. So what I will do is to establish these bodies, or establish these platforms that I need to establish, that I have talked about, and also to see that it's not only about establishment, but to see that real interaction, real traffic happens between Namibia and Malaysia, that entails now business and investment, the traffic. I want to see Namibians coming to Malaysia, and I want to see Malaysians coming to Namibia to expose themselves on the opportunities that exist between the two countries. The other thing is also education and training. Malaysia is renowned for how it has transformed its society through educating its workforce. Educating. They have a robust, educated, trained workforce, and this workforce has seen to it that today Malaysia can boast with an industry that adds value to their mineral resources, just like we want to do. We have a policy that we will add value to our mineral resources. We are not going to take them out raw, and that is one thing that Malaysia is keen on, and that has actually succeeded in doing it. So education and training of our young people, especially in the area of oil and gas, that is what I will be focusing on.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The president has highlighted those opportunities, and I'm glad that you spoke about oil and gas. She spoke about renewable energy, logistics and tourism, green industrialization. Will that be sort of, especially the oil and gas now, is a big topic in our country, and we are, I think, really on the verge of something very special. How do you think you can contribute towards that space when it comes eventually to fruition?
You have mentioned oil and gas.
Yeah.
You have mentioned tourism. You have mentioned logistics.
Yeah.
Green industrialization. Namibia's energy sector, there is a strong push for energy transition, and we have a very exciting energy sector in the green hydrogen sector. We also have a solar and wind energy that can be harnessed.
Yeah.
That can be harnessed, and ours is to expose Malaysians to what we have to offer.
Yeah.
We have got the green hydrogen, we have the solar, we have wind, and Malaysian manufacturers and industries can come and they can manufacture or put up manufacturing plants here. That speaks to the energy transition. On logistics, we are in Africa. Namibia is advantageously positioned that we are along the west coast of Africa, and that in itself gives access to regional and international trade. We have a world-class port, the port of Hoebes Bay, with world-class facilities. That is one advantage that we have. So when investors are interested in this area of logistics, there are transport, for example, options of transport, options of warehousing, and so many other that investors can come in and invest into the logistical sector of Namibia. Tourism, of course, we have a whole expanse of the most beautiful tourist attractions in the country. I have seen that Malaysian tourism is not at the level that we want. So ours is also to encourage and promote actually Namibia's tourism potential to Malaysia. Apart from that, the agro industry is one area that will be concentrating on. That Malaysians can also look at this as one area. It is one of our priority areas. And look at and put up agro processing plants here in Namibia. Oil and gas is one other area. It holds great promise of expansion and prosperity for our country. So these are the areas that we are looking at, and these are the areas that I will advance as High Commissioner of Namibia to Malaysia for investment and trade between the two partners.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We go for a very short break and return with Christine Hoebes in a minute. We are still talking to Christine Hoebes on the evening review. She is Namibia's High Commissioner-designate to Malaysia. Now, obviously, when appointments like this are made, everybody have their own theories. Yeah, is it political rewards? Is it, you spoke about loyalty, for example. Some people say, oh, she's so loyal that she even gets rewarded for it. But you also spoke about your own qualities that you think you bring to the table. How are you going to make sure that your posting proves everybody that this was merit-based?
Trevor, it is not bad for people to ask questions and to have opinions over civil service appointments, because in a democracy you really want to know these people that are that are appointed.
Yeah.
Are they the right person? Do they have the right qualities? Why is it politicians? Why does it look like they have been rewarded? It's far from it. It's far from it. Diplomacy is a mixture of leadership. Yeah, it's a combination of what we call the career diplomats, as well as those that are coming from the outside, like, for example, me. Now, what every Namibian should ask actually is, do they possess the necessary skill? Do they have the necessary quality to be able to represent the interest of Namibia, first of all, in the country that they are sent to, or they are posted to? Do they understand the policies of our country? Do they understand the national priorities of our country, and are they able to articulate these priorities of our country when they outside of the country? These are what we need to look at, and not necessarily where the person comes from, because at the end of the day, what is required in the sum total of diplomacy is to advance the interest of Namibians. So what Namibians would possibly assess me on is not where I have served. Of course, I have served at the presidency. I was a member of parliament. They should not look at that, but they should look at is trade between Namibia and Malaysia expanded?
Yeah.
Have we attracted investors to Namibia? Have we create jobs for young Namibians? Have we expanded or improved the profile of Namibia internationally? Have we strengthened the relations between Namibia and Malaysia from where I have found it today to 4 years from now? Those are the areas that we need to look at and assess any representative of Namibia that comes in to represent the country in another country, not necessarily from where they are coming to. And this is not a reward.
Yeah.
This is not a reward. It is an extension of what I have done, locally, now internationally.
Yeah.
Extension of my work that I was doing here in Namibia.
Yeah.
The same work that I'll be doing in Malaysia internationally. But the sum total, after everything is said and done, we look at what's Namibia represented.
Yeah.
What's the integrity in this ambassador? Did they understand the laws? Did they bring in investment? Did they expand trade between the two countries? That should be the assessment that I should be assessed with, and not where I come from.
Absolutely. I agree with that. One of the things that I find difficult to accept as a citizen is that we have representation in these massive economies. Malaysia is a very big economy. So when I look at our postings, for example, with China, in London, but China in particular, and perhaps the whole of Asia, because Asia has a very interesting and very beautiful development story to tell. Because they used to be a very poor continent, almost like Africa. But over the past decades, they have really done a lot to bring themselves at a very good level. Are we going to emulate their development model also to say, how did a country like Malaysia, which was struggling just not too long ago, how did they reach where they are today? So that we can replicate the same model here.
It's true that Asia has expanded over the past 30, 50 years beyond anybody's expectation, because they were equally as poor as Africa, as you're rightfully mentioning. We do not want to emulate a model and make it a cut and paste thing, because jurisdictions differ, politics differ, leadership differ, and economists differ. That's why Namibia will not grab a model from any individual country and paste it into our system. It will not work. It will not work. What we will do is to look at what worked and how are we going to take what has worked in, for example, Malaysia, and we bring it into our reality. We bring it into our the national priorities. You know, we talk about agriculture, we talk about value addition, we talk how do we bring that in, and what are the strengths of Malaysia? For example, we look at Malaysia's strength is education. Education, both academically and technically. And I have mentioned at the beginning that an educated workforce can amount to so much in a country. A country as small in population like ours needs to invest in education in order to have an educated workforce. Once you have an educated workforce, it will be easy for us to drill our own well. You know, it will be easy to establish our own industries. It will be easy to establish manufacturing plants because we know how to do it. So that is one area that one can possibly look at and say, Malaysia has succeeded in this area. We are also going to take that and implement in Namibia. So we will have a whole exchange of educational institutions, UNAM, NAST, and all the other educational institutions can go to Malaysia, see what has been done in the area of education. And Malaysia can also come and say, this is, if you implement this, this is possibly how you will go right, you know. The second is that they have a very robust industry. Because first of all, they have an educated workforce. This educated workforce has seen to it that industries are created. So that is one area that I will also want to look at. How do we go about creating sustainable industries in our country? Malaysia's population is 35 million. We are only but 3 million. There is so much that we can do, best practices that we can take from Malaysia without really taking their governance model into our system. So it's education, it's the industrialization drive that Malaysia has employed, that we can also employ, and value addition. Those are the issues that we will emulate from Malaysia. Oil and gas, they have a very, very highly respected industry in oil and gas. The Petronas is our equivalent of NAMCO. Petronas has got a technical training institution. It has got a university. So these are all things that we will go and look at and emulate, take what Malaysia has succeeded in, and bring it home, and also see what we have succeeded in and export it to Namibia. Oil and gas, very, very important that we have our young people trained in all this the oil and gas discipline, so that when the first oil lands, we have already educated young people in these different disciplines. So
absolutely,
yes. So that is one.
Yes,
Another area.
Absolutely. Her Excellency, we are very grateful that you made a turn here. We wish you all the best. We will definitely keep up with your work there, so that we can assess whether there is an increment in the relations and the trade and everything else. But we have no doubt that you are going to excel, and we wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that is Christine Hoebes. She is Namibia's new ambassador to, High Commissioner rather, to Malaysia. She's about to take up her posting there, visiting us tonight on the evening review to share her perspectives. Thank you for watching.